Welcome back to Senior Health Fixed, the channel where your well-being is our top priority, especially when it comes to staying strong, mobile, and independent as you age. Today, we're uncovering a surprising truth: not all fruits are friendly to your legs after 60. Yes, fruits are packed with vitamins and nutrients, but certain ones can silently work against your strength, joint health, and circulation, leading to weakness in your legs, fatigue, and even muscle cramps. If you've been eating fruit thinking you're doing the right thing for your health, and yet your legs feel tired more often, or your knees ache during walks, you're not alone. Many seniors load up on fruits thinking natural equals healthy across the board. But after 60, your body processes sugar, acids, and certain enzymes very differently. What was good for you at 40 might now be silently draining your energy or weakening your muscles. You may be surprised to hear this, but some of the most common and seemingly healthy fruits can cause inflammation, increase blood sugar levels, and even interfere with medications that help support circulation and bone strength. And weak legs don't just affect how far you can walk, they affect your balance, your posture, and ultimately your independence. So in this video, we're going to walk you through 7 specific fruits you should think twice about if you're over 60 and want to keep your legs strong and your mobility intact. This isn't about giving up fruit completely. It's about making smarter choices that work with your aging body, not against it. Let's start with a fruit you've probably had for breakfast more times than you can count: bananas. Yes, they're rich in potassium, and yes, they're great for quick energy. But after 60, they can be a double-edged sword. For seniors who aren't very active or are dealing with blood sugar sensitivity, bananas can spike insulin and lead to energy crashes later in the day. And here's the connection to weak legs: that sudden drop in energy can make your legs feel tired, heavy, or even shaky. Not to mention, overripe bananas are even higher in sugars, which can promote inflammation in joints and muscles, something you want to avoid at all costs. Another common culprit is grapes. These tiny, sweet fruits seem harmless, easy to snack on, full of antioxidants, right? But they're also incredibly high in natural sugars, especially fructose, which can interfere with circulation. Poor circulation, especially in the lower body, is one of the leading causes of muscle weakness and leg fatigue in seniors. If you've noticed that your legs feel colder than the rest of your body, or you get that tingling sensation when sitting or lying down, high-sugar fruits like grapes could be part of the problem. Let's not forget oranges. Now, before you panic, yes, oranges have vitamin C, which is great for your immune system. But the high acid content in citrus fruits like oranges can be problematic for seniors with arthritis or joint inflammation. That acid can aggravate tissues in the knees and hips, making it harder to walk, stretch, or stand up without discomfort. You might not immediately connect that morning glass of orange juice to your aching knees, but over time, the acid load adds up, and the inflammation becomes more noticeable. Still with me? Good, because the 4th fruit on our list may surprise you even more. Cherries, particularly the sweet variety. While tart cherries have some anti-inflammatory benefits, sweet cherries are high in sugar and can lead to weight gain if eaten frequently. Extra weight puts more pressure on your leg joints, especially your knees and ankles, which are already more vulnerable after 60. And it's not just about the extra pounds, it's about how those sugars can impact your insulin response, slowing your metabolism and draining your physical strength. Sweet fruits can be deceptive. You might think you're making a light, healthy choice, but if you're eating them daily or in large amounts, the effects can build up quietly. And for seniors, one of the sneakiest culprits when it comes to leg weakness is pineapple. It's tropical, delicious, and full of vitamin C, but it's also extremely high in natural acids and bromelain, a compound that can irritate the stomach lining in some people. For seniors with sensitive digestion or on multiple medications, this can throw off your nutrient absorption and lead to issues like muscle cramps, particularly in the legs. The acidity can also trigger inflammation in joints, especially if you already deal with arthritis or stiffness in the knees or hips. You might love the taste, but if you're experiencing more soreness or stiffness after meals, this tropical treat could be quietly contributing. And speaking of tropical, another fruit to look out for is mango. Now, this one is a fan favorite for many. It's sweet, juicy, and tastes like summer in a bite. But mangoes are among the fruits with the highest glycemic index, meaning they cause a rapid rise in blood sugar. After 60, your body's ability to manage sugar efficiently slows down. High glycemic fruits like mangoes can cause fluctuations that lead to fatigue and weakness, especially in your legs. Think about it: if your legs feel tired just walking around the house, Or if you feel like you're dragging your feet after lunch, your blood sugar could be playing a bigger role than you realize. Over time, high sugar intake can also lead to insulin resistance, weight gain, and inflammation, all of which directly impact how strong and steady you feel on your feet. Now let's talk about dried fruits, like raisins, dates, and dried apricots. Technically, they're not a specific fruit, but rather a category, and they're everywhere, in snack bars, cereals, salads. While convenient, these are sugar bombs in disguise. Drying fruit removes the water and concentrates the sugars. Just a handful of raisins can have as much sugar as a candy bar. For seniors, that spike in sugar can lead to an insulin roller coaster, contributing to fatigue, swelling in the ankles, and even neuropathy over time. If your legs feel tingly or numb at times, especially in the evening, excessive sugar from dried fruits could be contributing to nerve inflammation or circulation issues. But let's pause for a moment, because you might be thinking, I thought fruits were supposed to be healthy. And you're right. Fruits are not the enemy. What we're talking about here is awareness. As your body changes with age, your nutritional needs evolve too. What once supported your energy might now be working against your strength. That's why understanding how certain fruits affect your legs, joints, and circulation is so important. At Senior Health Fixed, we're not here to tell you to give up everything you love. We're here to help you make smarter swaps, reduce discomfort, and stay mobile well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Because strong legs aren't just about exercise, they're about what you feed your muscles, joints, and blood vessels every single day. So, what should you do instead? Choose fruits that have lower sugar, anti-inflammatory properties, and higher fiber content to slow down digestion and support steady energy. Think about berries, like blueberries and raspberries. These are lower in sugar and rich in antioxidants. Apples, especially with the skin on, are great for fiber and don't spike blood sugar quickly. And if you like citrus, try lemon or lime instead of oranges. They're less sweet but still give you that tangy flavor without as much acid impact. And when it comes to improving leg strength and reducing weakness, diet is just one part of the puzzle. Staying hydrated, maintaining a consistent sleep schedule, and getting gentle movement every day, like walking, stretching, or low-impact resistance, will support your muscles, joints, and circulation. But none of that works well if your diet is sabotaging your progress from the inside out. Let's take a moment to bring everything together so it really sticks. So far, we've covered 7 fruits seniors over 60 should be cautious about if they want to maintain strong, stable legs: bananas, grapes, oranges, sweet cherries, pineapple, mangoes, and dried fruits like raisins and dates. All of these have their benefits in moderation, but for older adults, especially those dealing with leg weakness, poor circulation, or joint discomfort, they may be doing more harm than good when consumed frequently or in large portions. Now, why do these specific fruits create such issues? It all comes down to how your body changes with age. Once you pass 60, your metabolism slows, your muscles may naturally begin to atrophy unless regularly used, and your sensitivity to sugar and inflammation increases. That means what once gave you a burst of energy could now cause a crash, leaving you feeling drained, and it's your legs that usually take the hit first. That heaviness, that fatigue, even that soreness that creeps in after sitting too long? It's all connected to how your muscles and circulation are functioning, and your diet plays a big role. Take bananas again, for example. On the surface, they seem perfect, full of potassium, easy to digest, convenient. But one medium banana has about 14 grams of sugar. For someone with sluggish insulin response or borderline diabetes, which many seniors don't even know they have, that sugar can spike your blood sugar and cause inflammation, especially if paired with low activity levels. The result? Achy legs, joint stiffness, and reduced endurance. And grapes? Even worse. You can eat a handful in seconds, but that handful might contain as much as 23 grams of sugar. It's liquid sugar once digested. That puts a burden on your pancreas, affects your energy, and yes, can interfere with your ability to stay upright and mobile throughout the day. This is where it gets serious. Consistent intake of high-sugar fruits without balancing them with fiber and protein can gradually lead to loss of muscle mass, which hits the legs hardest. Less muscle means less support for joints, less balance, and a higher risk of falls. Even citrus fruits like oranges, which are packed with vitamin C, can be problematic due to their acid levels. Seniors often experience increased acid sensitivity and slower recovery from inflammation. So when you start your day with a big glass of orange juice, that acid is already going to work irritating tissues in your digestive tract and joints. If you have arthritis or general joint pain, you might find your knees and hips ache more on days when you've had too much citrus. Again, it's not about never eating these things, it's about recognizing the patterns and adjusting for your body's needs now, not what worked 20 years ago. Let's talk about mangoes again. This fruit may feel like a vacation in a bite, but its effect on blood sugar is no joke. A single mango can contain over 45 grams of sugar, more than a can of soda. That's dangerous territory for anyone monitoring their blood sugar, especially seniors. Why does this matter for your legs? Because when sugar levels spike and then crash, your energy tanks. Your muscles get less efficient at using fuel. And that heavy legs, feeling you get walking to the kitchen? That's your body's cry for balance, not more sugar. And dried fruits? Those are in a category all their own. Because they're compact, it's easy to overeat them without realizing. A small handful of dates or raisins can equal nearly 30 grams of sugar, plus they have almost no water or fiber left to slow down digestion. That means a sharp spike in sugar, followed by fatigue, inflammation, and muscle tightness. You might even feel it as stiffness in your calves or a weird cramp when you stretch your legs in bed. It's not random, it's all connected. But here's the good news. When you reduce these fruits and replace them with better options, many seniors start to notice a difference quickly, within days or weeks. Energy becomes steadier, inflammation eases, and it becomes easier to move around without that dragging feeling. That's why we at Senior Health Fix believe in giving you tools that work with your body, not trendy diets, but realistic changes that support long-term mobility and independence. So now that you know which fruits to be cautious about, the real power lies in what you choose to do next. You don't have to give up sweetness, flavor, or even your favorite fruits entirely. It's about balance, awareness, and listening to what your body is trying to tell you, especially after 60. Your legs, your joints, your energy levels, they're all giving you feedback every single day. If you've been feeling weaker, more tired, or a little less steady on your feet, it's not just aging. Often, it's your diet quietly pulling the strings behind the scenes. Here at Senior Health Fixed, we believe food should work for you, not against you. That's why we encourage you to focus on low-sugar, anti-inflammatory fruits like blueberries, strawberries, apples, and even small portions of pear. These fruits offer fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants, without the sugar crashes or inflammation that can leave your legs feeling like jelly. And remember, hydration matters too. Dehydration can mimic muscle weakness, lead to leg cramps, and sap your energy fast. So pair your fruit with a tall glass of water, and if you can, add in a pinch of pink salt or magnesium-rich foods like leafy greens to support muscle recovery and strength. But most importantly, never forget that your strength is still within your control. It's not too late. Whether you're 60, 70, or even 80, the choices you make today can improve how you move, how you feel, and how much freedom you have tomorrow. Strong legs mean freedom. Strong legs mean confidence. And strong legs mean you can keep doing the things you love, whether it's gardening, walking with your grandkids, or just getting out of a chair without struggling. If this video helped you, we invite you to subscribe to Senior Health Fixed and join a growing community of people just like you who are taking their health back, one smart decision at a time. Hit that like button if you learned something new today, and drop a comment below telling us which fruit surprised you most. We love hearing your stories, and your journey could inspire someone else to make that first healthy change. Until next time, stay strong, stay steady, and remember, your best years can still be ahead. You just need the right tools, and we'll be right here to guide you.